Okay guys, so I am going to attempt a stuffing of the new Vanquest FTIM Maximizer pack, and I'm going to dump out everything in these two. Now, I already knew that this is not going to fit. So I'm going to take out the biggest stuff, really. And see what will fit. Hey, you doing? Okay. Just get a couple spare keys, guys? Yeah. Oh, no? Okay, so attempt number 2 to see what will fit in this bad boy Vanquest. We've already got a screwdriver started here. We are well on our way. Was a joke. So with it being carried like that, number one, if something heavy is here, that's going to pull it down. Quit. Okay, I'm going to put you on the internet. I'm going to put her on the internet. So, screwdriver handles do not work well right there. Look at that. Look at that crimp. So that's not going to work. This really isn't going to work either. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this very much. I just have that feeling. Just have that feeling. That fit pretty well. So that means this will fit pretty well over here too. Oh yeah, okay. I'm liking that. Kind of provide a box shape when it's zipped up. Alright. Stabby thing. Hokey holy anything. That was one thing I was worried about there too, is while having this stagger does provide the honeycomb effect, it also makes it loose. So it kind of is good and bad, because like there, it's just not tight. That's really the tightest one. These are all loose. So they really kind of have to have a bigger diameter, such as that. But see, that's not going to work, obviously. obviously. Let's see what a standard Sharpie does. See, that's just too loose. That is not, maybe just not for me, but so, alright, so the most important three are these three. These four. So out of all that, we have come up with this. I still have some that did not go in. Specifically these little things. These are just hard to manage. Now, obviously I probably could put these in there or slip it down in the molly. And even this one, I'm sure I could put somewhere in here, but let's see how it all ended up. That doesn't pull open anymore. Oh, there. Okay, so wow, all my shit falls out. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's try this. Maybe when you put that there, that, there maybe. Don't use this thing a whole lot, and I don't like keeping stuff. I don't think I'm going to use that or that in there. That's a Schlage Rhodes, and while it would be nice, it's just a little bit too round for that part. I'd put it there, but that's not going to work. So, and so I think the biggest takeaway from this would have to be needs a bigger Velcro attachment here. It's just too weak. So that's not going to work out, because every time I flip it or move it upside down, it's going to fall out. So let us think about this. It's not bad. It does zip up all the way. The pencil could be moved inside. So my initial thoughts here are, this does not make a great tool bag, but it does make a decent tool bag. But what I did want to do was possibly attach this molly to the back of this, which it looks like it will, right there. And I can maybe have a double pouch. I'm sure Vanquest will love seeing their pouch mated with a Maxpedition, but I still need to be able to carry bigger tools. So my only other option, and if I did this, I could use it as a dump pouch to drop locks in, or I could go back and forth between folding it up, which, since I use it so often, I very rarely actually fold it up. Like, you gotta but when you do, it looks like this. Nice little bundle, and it would be attached to the back right like that. So if I needed it, I could just tear it open and boom, there it is. So, okay guys, so I've had this for about a week and a half, but I really hadn't used it a lot. I have been using the Husky PPM for the pick kit, but hadn't had a lot of uses for it. And in one of the last videos I did the smallest one, and put locksmith related rekeying supplies in it, but I did not leave it like that. And actually my Maxpedition mini organizer is now serving that role. But today we are finishing this video on this PPM, or the FTIM Husky, and with hand tools. And you can see here that I've just literally been stuffing and just kind of using as a catch-all, which I was doing that with the drop pouch. So no difference, besides I do have a handle now. But we will open it up and see how I've kind of been using it for the last week, and see also anything that we can do differently. Headlamp really could not be in there. And I still am going to get my guy next door to cut this out. I showed it to him, but it was full of tools, so he couldn't do anything with it till I emptied it. This goes in a different organizer. And a pen I just got. I love the F701 by Zebra. Awesome pen. Kind of hard to find too. So you can see I've just got stuff shoved down in here, and it has worked out, as crappy as this looks. Actually has worked out to a degree, because The one thing I didn't think about was, now you can see I have nothing up here, and I don't know. I just don't know. But the one good thing about it is with the drop pouch, since it folds out into like a bag shape, it does not have a form. And the one good thing about this one is it stays narrow, even if you leave it open at the top. And that lets it drop down when I'm putting it in my vehicle, in and out of my vehicle. I have certain areas in my truck where I have a narrow channel, and this actually fits really perfect because it holds its shape. But obviously you can see it is still being underutilized. Nothing in the front, nothing along the top here, because this Molly just does not agree with certain tools. And you can see I just have this drop down in the bottom. So again, I didn't want to finish this video and post it, which is why there's been a delay, because while I did do opening and testing and stuffing, I really like to use these bags for a bit just to see, because what you think you may have while you're stuffing it on the counter and just you know, never accessing it is totally different from when you have to use it all the time. And so really do wish that handle was a bit beefier, but at least it has a handle. And I had considered taking some of these out of this MaxPed Fatty and maybe using it to put along in here, because I do have one of these could go in here possibly. So I'm probably not still done with this video. I'm still going to add to it, because right now I'm just going to go through a little bit of this, see what could be used over here. Like this file probably could be used, this metric hex wrench, and some of these longer bits, which again are going to be in this Molly, so I'm going to have bigger stuff in here. So I'm going to cut this video for a bit and maybe post a little bit of update after a few minutes of me messing around with it. So hang tight. Okay guys, so hopefully this will definitely answer any of your questions as to what types of hand tools a Vanquest FTIM Husky Maximizer will hold. Since this is the end of the video, I overstuffed this thing with every tool that I had, and you've seen all these in the videos, minus a couple of things. I have obviously overstuffed this bad boy, and weighs about 15 pounds or so, and you know, Sharpie, screwdrivers, tire tool, headlamp, pen. I could get some more in here probably, but I did take apart some of my other kits, and we will see that I have even a couple of picks and pick and tension wrench in here. And I don't really need two Leathermans, but that's a sidekick and a wingman, so it's kind of two different ones. I put the scissors where the one with the scissors is, but that shows you a couple of files in here, and pretty much all my screwdrivers, even squeezed in a socket wrench. Obviously you have to be kind of careful opening it up. I could probably squeeze in a couple other things. I do need this is a regular standard hex wrench. I need a metric in here. That's the only thing I don't have in here is a metric, so I'll probably take one of these out and put a metric in, and obviously take out a couple of these tools because it won't close. But this was just kind of a end of the video, end of this series for the time being. I'm going to use all those pouches for a few months and probably just kind of do a wrap-up video to give you my, you know, afterthought on the whole thing. But I have it crazy stuff now, including my bigger Knipex pliers and linesman's pliers. So obviously not going to carry it like this, but I wanted to get this video wrapped up and just to kind of show you that, you know, while it's not a tool pouch, it can work for one. Just a little too heavy to carry, but it'll hold it, that's for sure, and it will zip. So anyway, thanks for watching all of the series of videos. I will put a link in this last description of all the other ones so you can check them out. And like I said, in a few months I will get a overview of how I like them after using them all for a few months. But I just want to show you that you can really stuff this sucker. It's not practical, but it would work. Holds the tools. So thanks for watching, guys, and y'all stay tuned for whatever I got coming up next. Won't be any more Vanquest stuff. I'm going to just put this to field use, and we'll see you later. Y'all have a good one.